Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvati Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurun Tam Namami. Nithyananda, with the grace and unending compassion of Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, we welcome all of you with our love and respect. We welcome all of you to yet another exciting day of Nithyananda Satsang, where we get to sit with the living incarnation, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, sitting in oneness and receiving and imbibing the state, the space, the being, super consciousness, and Sri Kailaasa of Paramashiva, experiencing Paramashivatva. The last few days, we've been talking about Sri Kailaasa, the only Hindu nation revived by Swamiji. The first ever global Hinduism votes initiative from the first global Hindu economy, Hindu governance. Sri Kailaasa is the model nation which implements the truest sense of Vedagamic principles, including democracy, economy, agriculture, trade, all the dimensions, all the different facets of life, governance, and how we relate with ourselves, others, nature, and the divine. All these principles simply derived from the Veda Agamas and guided directly by His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, to give us this model nation. Now, Hinduism Votes is an initiative for a global election for Hindus, practicing Hindus worldwide, on issues that matter to all Hindus. The first such election is about whether a vegetarian diet or a non-vegetarian diet is suitable. We have addressed this issue from various different angles, various different dimensions. There is the spiritual angle, there is this economical angle, the socio-political angle, the environmental angle, and simply ethical and cosmical. From the cosmic perspective, what is ethical? Because Hinduism simply aligns with the cosmic law and thereby aligning with the rule of the land. So very simply, we have laid out the facts as they are from various different sources, authentic sources, in all these dimensions to understand the issue at hand, the debate about vegetarian or non-vegetarian diet is fully addressed, and there is a breadth of information given so that Hindus worldwide can make an informed choice. Today, we are looking at certain factory farming practices. In today's American farms, the report says 99% are considered factory farms. Animals are crammed by the thousands into filthy, windowless sheds and stuffed into wire cages, metal crates, and other torturous devices. These animals will never raise their families, root around the soil, build nests, or do anything that is natural and important to them. Most won't even feel the warmth of the sun on their backs or breathe fresh air until the day they are loaded onto trucks headed for slaughterhouses. The factory farming industry strives to maximize output while minimizing costs, always at the animals' expense. The giant corporations that run most factory farms have found that they can make more money by squeezing as many animals as possible into tiny spaces, even though many of the animals die from disease or infection. In a drive towards more profits, cutting more costs, industrializing, in more optimizing the whole process, at the end of the day, it is a business, and the businesses survive by cutting costs. But that comes with a big price, the one that we don't pay, but the animals get to pay, and there is no voice. The animals suffer, they are caged, they never get to live the life that normally animals are entitled to. They are stuffed in places without any sun, just cages where they don't have any free movement. They live in very hostile conditions. Animals on factory farms endure constant fear and torment. They are often given so little space that they can't even turn around or lie down comfortably. Egg laying hens are kept in small cages. Chickens and pigs are kept in jam packed sheds, and cows are kept on crowded, filthy feedlots. Antibiotics are used to make animals grow faster and to keep them alive in the unsanitary conditions. Research shows that the factory farms' wide spread of use of antibiotics can lead to antibiotic resistant bacteria that actually can threaten human health. Most factory farmed animals have been genetically manipulated to grow larger or to produce more milk or eggs than they naturally would. Some chickens grow so unnaturally large that their eggs cannot support their outsized bodies and they suffer from starvation or dehydration when they can't walk to reach food and water. It is a clear step against nature, against life, a decision against life. When they have grown large enough to slaughter or their bodies have been worn out from producing milk or eggs, animals raised for food are crowded into trucks and transported for miles through all weather extremes, typically without food or water. At the slaughterhouse, those who survive the transport will have their throats slit, often while they are still conscious. Many remain conscious when they are plunged into the scalding hot water of the defeathering or hair removal tanks, or while their bodies are being skinned or hacked apart. This is a very gross, direct, and real picture of what happens in slaughterhouses. And it is said, and Swamiji has repeated this in satsang, if glass houses, if slaughterhouses have glass walls, then nobody will eat meat. Just for the sheer cruelty that is being meted out to these poor animals. So this such is the nature of the factory farming that produces most of our food, even animal derived products such as milk or egg. Even if the animal is not killed at that moment, the torture that it goes through is not any less. So we wanted to offer multiple viewpoints and multiple data points so that informed choices can be made by practicing Hindus all around the world. There is more analysis and argument supporting both vegetarian and non-vegetarian diets, and we have actually debunked many of the myths surrounding this discussion also. We will continue to do that so that Hinduism votes can be the right opportunity and the right platform for all practicing and living Hindus worldwide. They can make an informed choice for the first ever global election of the first Hindu nation, Sri Kailasa. With that, we'll now get ready for being in Upanishad with Jagat Guru Mahasannidhana, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, sitting with a simple decision that we are ready and available, receptive to be able to receive, experience and radiate the state, space, being, superconsciousness, Sri Kailaasa of Paramashiva. Sitting in that space of I am Paramashiva, I am Nithyananda Paramashivam, I am Swamiji. Sitting as straight as possible, in Padmasana as much as possible, closing your eyes and chanting the Mahavakya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.